Happy Monday. Currently looking for a parking spot in the M lot. Today I have my Peace Studies 2XX3 class over in the psychology building. So that's where we are about to go.
That's enough to do that.
The Winnipeg police declined to speak with us on camera or give us a statement.
Talking about but those perceptions also
that while violence is a structural determinant of health, because it has spiritual, psychological, emotional, so the grandchildren of residential school survivors are suffering mental health because of it, some distant kind of epigenetic factors, right? Next week we're going to talk about another determinant of health, which is access and utilization of health.
Found an unoccupied all genders bathroom to come in here and make a quick announcement. Class just finished. It went really well. We were talking about violence as a structural determinant of health. I'm starving. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, but I have to eat something. So I don't know, maybe we'll go to the student center or something. This is what's currently going on. Let me go over it really quickly because I feel like I don't usually talk about what I'm doing in school and stuff like that. So I want to go over it really quickly since we're doing a little bit of a more personal video for this week. So I'm working on my, what is this class called? I'm working on my Peace Studies 2XX3 Social and Structural Determinants of Health. On this slide over here, I have the course slides. So the professor was really awesome and uploaded an entire document that has the course lecture slides on it. So right now, I'm just like filling in kind of like all the quote unquote gaps. When I do lectures and like I'm taking notes in lecture, I always type out what the prof is saying just because they usually will make like points on the lecture slide, like here, right? She's obviously has all of her points listed and what she's going to be saying, but sometimes the lecturer will like add more points on top of that, or will like use an example, or will expand on it further and it's not written down on the slide. So I like to type out what they are saying rather than just like copy off of here, because I can copy off of here after, right? Logic, right? Week 2's completed. Week 2 has been completed. So this is what it looks like. I'm going from the bottom to the top. This is where it started for like copying the lecture slides here. And it finishes down here. So just about 3 pages of lecture notes per each lecture, if that makes sense. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. So now I'm gonna start on week 3. Ignore everything. Okay, I'm really sorry. But yeah, this is what my evening is currently looking like. Since we're like already kind of in the talking phase, I was like, honestly, let's just talk about stuff for a minute. Let me take this off. But yeah, like currently working on the lecture notes for this class. Oh my gosh. Everything is a little crazy. Yeah, so working on these lecture notes, it's going really well. I feel like I haven't actually talked very much about the class, what the class is about, what's going on and all that stuff. Like I've just been kind of like vlogging my every single like day. Obviously, like I'm gonna record every single day. I'm not saying I'm not gonna record every single day. I'm gonna record every single day so that you can see what like a day-to-day life is like, okay? That's just what we're gonna do. But in terms of the class, this class here, the social and structural determinants of health, I really like it. It's going really well so far. At the end of term, I am going to do like a course review on all of my classes. But because I'm working on this class, I felt like talking about it right now. So obviously that's what I'm gonna do. So for today, let me just change the camera. So for today in lecture, let me just scroll all the way down through 35 pages of lecture notes. Yes, with violence being the topic of discussion, we were talking about violence in relation to missing and murdered Indigenous women in Canada, because it's a really big issue. This is a really big issue, so I'm kind of happy that I'm like very briefly touching on it right now, just so I can tell you like what this class is kind of about and some of the things that we highlight on here. Yeah, so we were talking about violence today, as mentioned, and this is just kind of like the breakdown of the class. We started out with a video. You can go and check that out on YouTube. This is, I don't know, the title of the video. Yes, and who created it. Yeah. So you could go check that out if you want. We watched that video. I like to take notes on the video. You can always go back onto YouTube and retake the notes, but I want to do it in class because like I have so much other work to do after class. Don't want to do more work. So just took like lecture notes on the video there. And then right after that, we did a class exercise. I showed you this earlier today, I wasn't like really able to record my group's answers and stuff like that, but I took the notes for what our group leader said to the entire class. So I'm gonna go over that like really quickly. So this is the question here that we answered in a class. The prof gives out like a handout every single week of questions that we answer in groups. So usually the lecture is pretty full and busy. I would say there's like maybe around 40 to 50 students in it. Today, oh my goodness, everybody was on a struggle bus. It was rough to say the least. There were maybe at most 15 of us in class. So we broke off into groups. My group had like there were like 4 or 5 of us, so we were kind of lucky. We had a little bit more in the group because we were at the back of the class. But what I'm trying to say is that I took notes on what we were I took notes on what we were having a discussion about in relation to answering these questions. Just like the lecture notes from the video that we watched here. And then after, as mentioned, we did a class exercise. You can go back in the video and watch that if you'd like. I didn't have like time to write down all of the questions that were being proposed, but we answered question number 3, which is highlighted right here. So after that, we did like lecture. You could see like all of this is really rough. Like, don't come for my neck because nothing is perfect. Like, I'm literally just like typing my life away. So have some mercy on me, I guess. But yeah, this is what like the lecture notes look like. We talked about like a variety of different things. And then we just like ended off here. And not really. That is oh my gosh, I just got exposed. Not really. But like, yeah, like I low-key stopped listening towards the end, and then like that was the last note I took. So it's kind of poopy, but it's okay. This is why I'm doing this right now. Okay. I feel like I talk way too much, which is why whenever I'm doing like the vlogs and stuff, I never talk, because I'm very much like a 0 to 100 kind of person. Like, if I'm not talking, I'm not talking. But if I'm talking, I'm talking. And okay, don't get me started. But yeah, this is what's going on. This is my evening. It's very much a lazy, boring evening tonight. If I was down on campus, yes, I would be filming, I would be recording because there's fun things to look at, but we're just in my room. Nothing fun is going on. You can see this place is a mess, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.